Okay, so I wasn't particularly interested in getting into this whole can of worms of speculation again. Like last year, they did well on my channel, but I didn't enjoy doing them. And when I heard about this trailer, I was like, it's going to be interesting, there's going to be some stuff. If they confirm what's fighting the ninja, if we learn exactly what's going to happen in this 4-episode special, right, okay, I'll talk about it. And my worst fears have been realized. And I say that, I don't want to be melodramatic, but they're here, alright? They're coming. Now, I want to structure the video a little bit. Usually it's just rambling and I throw images up. I want to move away from this kind of video. So we're going to just have a lightning round of things. Legacy suits are going to be in the set. So one thing I want to just throw out there is that the Summer Wave is going to be Oni. We know this now. The leakers have confirmed some things. I'm not going to say any more than that. I want to know if we're going to get more ninja suits. The legacy suits in the trailer here. So they're going to be legacy suits in this 4-episode special. I want to know if the Oni sets, assuming we get some sets and it's not 1 or 2, or it's not like a Day of the Departed thing, will the ninja be included in them? That's my question. Because we have so many of them in these sets. They're all using the same suits. It's the whole wave. If you don't have most of them, you're going to have duplicates. If you get all of them, you're going to have so many duplicates of all the characters. It's insane. So I want to know, maybe they could be doing a Bionicle 2015 thing, where they do just the Oni. Who knows? I don't know. But I want to say that real quick. The second thing is that I do actually like, I know I'm saying this crazily, I like the way they use Garmadon in this, and it could only have been done with Garmadon being looked up. I hated that how he was taken away in the actual finale, but he's in that position now, and I think it's going to work interestingly for the season as a plot point. I do think he will end up helping the ninja. I don't see why he'd side with the Oni. There will be an interaction, I'm certain, with the boss Oni and Garmadon. I am certain of that, and I look forward to that. I don't know who he is. We don't know who or what they are, really, how they're structured. But I am preparing for that encounter because he sounds very well written. Very well written. He reminded me specifically, moving on to the next point here, of how Raggy overwhelmingly wrote Garmadon. And if you don't know, the Hageman brothers have resigned from writing Ninjago. Their last season was Season 9. And if you don't know, Season 8 and 9 were co-written by Braggy Shirt and the Hageman brothers. And now, Braggy's alone. He gets to write all the stuff. Okay, if you don't know, I really liked Braggy's episodes. Ever since the Hagemans came back from their Troll Hunters sort of thing, the last season they wrote before them was Skybound, which I thought was amazing. Besides some issues, but mostly amazing, especially in dialogue and all that. When they came back for basically Sons of Garmadon and their episodes they wrote, I wasn't entirely happy with the way they wrote them. That Ninjago's in good hands still, and that the Hagemans were probably just getting to the end of how much they could take of being on this one project for so long, and I hope that I hope them all the best, right? That's not what I'm saying here. I'm not denying that they were good or that that could be a possibility, but there is something to note, is that these are not going to be written by the usual writers, per se. The writers that have written so many of our seasons. Brings me on to the next little thing I want to talk about here. When I say little, I mean it's massive, and I don't like it. I don't like what's going on here. So this is a trailer, so these are just pure primal thoughts, I suppose. I've had a few hours to sort of mull over it and really understand what's making me feel this way. I don't like the Oni being in a 4-part special, and they call it a season, but broadcasters are going to see it as a special. It's going to be 4 episodes, so that's automatic. It's not even half a normal season. If they made it 5, maybe, okay? It's not even half a full season for the Oni. So there are 2 ways that this can be justified in my mind. We're going to get on to why I don't like it in a second, but the first is, this is only a wave of Oni, and that maybe they do something with the masks or something, where they have the Mask of Vengeance guy come along, and he's leading this charge on thing, you know, they said vengeance. Maybe, what's the telekinesis one? I forget the names. Deception. There could be some things here, or maybe hatred. I don't know, okay? One of those could be coming. Maybe they're all coming. Maybe we're going to get all of them right at us, out the gate. The only, right, okay. So, this is the time of the video where I have to just sort of plug what I want to say, and I can't really scoot around it. A few months ago, I made a video called Why Ninjago Should End. A few months later, about 2 months ago from this point of recording, I refined that into the best commentary video I have on this channel. All of my videos are generally like this, they're just rambling, But that one was specifically targeted, scripted. It was like that. I'm proud of that video. And my opinion hasn't changed, unfortunately. The Oni, unless what Braggy does is he introduces something higher than the Oni in the first Mitsu Master, which is possible, but I wouldn't want anything beyond them, right? If you know what I mean, like, so the first Mitsu Master was kind of the god, and now he's kind of been humanized. If they create another layer of gods, I would be okay with that. Where did he come from? Just don't go any higher than that, okay? Just, no thank you. We can have one higher up, but I think even that is pushing it. The Oni are going to have to be humanized as well, like the first Mitsu Master was, so that the ninja can fight them. Like, that is a thing that needs to happen. Otherwise, the ninja are screwed. But, again, this all wraps around to the 4-episode thing. Why are they so crammed in? You have to give it... I just hope they don't disappear, and that after this point, Ninjago is going to continue, because it prints the monies, right? Wow, the LEGO executives' pockets are filling up from our money from LEGO Ninjago. It's profitable. It's going to stick around, as much as I don't want to say this. And the way that this could have been handled by the actual people behind Ninjago might have made that a bit more palatable and managed to keep Ninjago going on. And, you know, maybe they'll be alright. Maybe it will be like a post-Overlord sort of thing again, where we get like another tournament possession. And they're a lot more grounded. I think that we'd need to probably, unfortunately, I know, dealing with the devil here, get one of those Hagman's retcons, like they did for Tournament Elements, that made it so good. They just had to chip away some of the fat, which, as much as I dislike in concept, it did actually work out after rebooted, and, well, basically everything that was written before, because they were writing for different reasons, and they finally got the, you know, idea together. I've been talking for a long while, so if you remember, guys, I did a breakdown of the original Sons of Garmadon trailer. This is not what this video is about, and I think eventually I might go through and look at the real context and the real the language and the media behind these trailers, and how they're constructed, and how I think that this one was very, very good, and how I think some of the other ones were good as well. Just to say one little thing, Garmadon was trying to tell us something, right? Garmadon was he wasn't changing his tone, but what was being shown was mysterious. It reminded me very much of the black cloud from Chima, and sort of the mystery behind that. And I think that if you can see, there's lightning in there, so what's going on with that? I don't know. We don't really know what the Oni look like. They didn't show us. They're keeping this hyped up. And that's very clever. Very obviously, this is all what they normally do. Now, just before I go, so I don't have to make another video, I just want to look at this final end screen. Now, on it, you can see the monastery, which is interesting, but what's got me more interested is this guy on the side here. He looks like he's wearing an Oni mask, which isn't possible, so I guess it's just his face. And that weapon... That weapon looked interesting. Now, of course, the reds and the blacks and the color scheme of this image, and of course, when the title comes over it, is interesting. Now, as we saw from Hunted, this is probably going to be the intro card for the entire season, probably. But it looks good. There's probably some stuff hidden in here that I can't see. I'm not really this kind of, you know, observational kind of person. But the monastery, perhaps there's a link, right? I want to just throw this out there that maybe these legacy sets are more than we thought they were, because a lot of people have been saying, oh no, they're nothing to do with anything. But I think they have something to do with them, or at least they've coincided with the, you know, they've released them, and now the show is going to take some bits from them, like the monastery, like some other bits. Who knows? But in that same sense, the clip we saw with the yin and yang, you know, that whole celebration, like sort of marriage thing that Jay was preparing to propose, that's interesting, because that probably does fit into this. I mean, they're in the monastery. This whole thing's probably going to go down, and then, you know, they're going to come out the realm crystal. Very interesting. I'd imagine that's where the season starts up. Assuming that, yeah, that's where it's a bit confusing. This should be the technical movie. Like, they're going to make this as the movie. They're going to, you know, turn this into a TV movie as well. But this is the 4 episodes. And so, also, it is part of that, what we saw. But yet, it's with the Oni. I can see why people are getting confused. I think this is confirmation that this is all one thing, and then we don't have any concrete information on what exactly is coming content-wise afterwards. Nor do we really understand when they said, before that you will see some more content before. Perhaps all he was saying was you're going to get the episodes first, then the movie. That's really all I could have said, to be honest with you. This was a very small trailer. Again, just to recap, the legacy sets are going to be worth getting if you're a Ninjago fan that wants to start a series, I guess. The legacy sets are going to be crossing over to this 4-part special. The Hagmans are not writing this season. It's going to be very small, and I hope that the Oni are used well. I have faith in Braggy. I think he's going to do well, and I think that's generally it. I'm going to be cautious, I'm going to be very wary. This doesn't change that video. I still think it should end, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore, so maybe we can make the best out of this. Who knows? That's all I got to say, guys. Bye.